Yo guys, what is up? Max in a Borderlands 4 video, and today we're going to be going over the update nodes for October 30th. We've got a relatively smaller patch, but all of the changes are things that we've been asking for. Hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. Let's get right into it. So the patch is now live. You might need to restart your game for it to apply, but for the starting change list, the Gravatar class mod, the Reactor, now drops from Inceptus as intended. The Reactor class mod with 5 into Decoherence is probably Harlow's best class mod for bossing, as Decoherence is a multiplier. It is just incredibly powerful, so you can now actually farm that, which is really, really great. They also fixed the legendary grenade, the Scully, which was dealing level 1 damage. So it now properly increases the damage of projectiles at higher levels. Now, this is going to be a big one to keep an eye out for, simply because I haven't tested it yet, but the Scully was doing 155 damage at level 1, and most things at level 1 are doing like 5 to 10 damage. So if it scales up from that, could be one of the strongest grenades in the game. We'll have to check it out. Next, they corrected the knife penetrator augment, which was unintentionally setting all attacks to a 30% crit chance. Basically, if you had like 50% crit and you threw the knife at an enemy, you're actually losing damage. You'd lose 20% crit chance. It would set your crit chance to 30, and nothing would actually make it go above that. So now the crit knife is going to be 30% additional crit chance, so that builds that are speccing into crit can actually use it. This means that it's going to be better than it was this past week, and you're going to be able to use it on more builds, which I like a lot. It's setting all your attacks to 30% was pretty lame. Next, they fixed Dr. Zed's meds, guns, and medicine vending machines, and the Lost Loot machine. Now reset your action skills, ordnance, and rep kit cooldown. This was something that's been in the game since launch, and then with the big patch, they broke it, so you weren't getting your cooldown anymore if you were interacting with the health machine. Now that is fixed. Some good change there. And then they reduced the audio volume on the wings of the world boss, Spindagle. And then we get to our weekly activities, which, for the first time, the weekly big encore boss is a vault boss. This means that you're going to be able to fight Primordial Guard in Origo and have higher drop rates for the Chaosin, the Watts for Dinner, and the Bottled Lightning. 3 of the genuine best pieces of gear in the game. If you were ever trying to farm for like an amp or siphon Watts for Dinner, now is going to be the time to do it. Note that Origo will also have double HP by being part of the big encore, so make sure you're bringing a strong build because it already has a decent amount of HP. And on top of a banger weekly big encore boss, they also made the weekly wildcard mission drop the bod, which honestly might be the best farm for the bod right now, because the bod's drop rates are like 3%, and you're going to get a guaranteed bod every single time you do the weekly encore. I am so happy with this, by the way. One of the big things that I've been just constantly spamming on Twitter is that the weekly activities and the weekly encore, they keep putting terrible things in it that no one cares for, that no one wants to farm. And so it seems like they're finally listening, which is great. Putting the bod and Origo in 1 week seems like they're understanding our desire for these systems to be improved. I still would prefer for the weekly big encores to be more, so that you could do a big encore in each region, and the weekly wildcard mission I think needs to be buffed just in general, because if it doesn't have a legendary in it that you care about, there's no reason to run it. Both endgame systems could be massively improved, but this is definitely a good start. They're actually putting things that we care about in them, so that's great. And then we get to Maurice's Black Market Vending Machine. This is probably the fastest we were able to find Maurice's Black Market Vending Machine. If you don't know, that the devs put out a little teaser image. So this was the teaser image that we got. You can clearly see that there's snow on the ground and a drink sign, which led us right over to this Moxie's bar. This is right across from the Sanctuary 3 wreckage. All you're gonna do is teleport to the Sanctuary, Bones of Sanctuary fast travel, and then run down, and then right here, once you cross here, instead of going to this big cavern, just simply go into this little cave. You can slide down, and then we're going up and across, and that will lead you to Maurice's Black Market Vending Machine, which is right on the right here. I haven't checked my machine. I don't think I have any money on me right now. I definitely do not. I've got a UAV and the zipper. Oof, not a good week for me. Not a good week for me. But make sure to check your vending machines and now properly reset, and you can buy from others' vending machines in multiplayer. Definitely not a great week for myself. The last thing I wanted to mention is we figured out a Apophis Lance only build last night. That is like 1 to 2 shotting all of the bosses in the game just using the Apophis Lance, which is crazy. That video will hopefully be live later today. Really can't wait to share that with y'all. Guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Just a small little patch. Unfortunately, fixing a lot of the issues that they created with the last patch. The devs on Twitter have said that they're looking into more fixes and improvements for the game, such as making Phosphines account-wide, stopping loot from falling off the map or falling through the floor, and things for class mod drop rates and waiting for your characters. So fingers crossed for some bigger stuff in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Take care. Peace.